If horse playing was Game of Thrones, yeah, I think you would be the heir to the Iron Throne. Carson Matties, you've heard the last name before. Duke, Paul, third generation royalty as a horse player. Carson, good to have you on the show.
Thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, it's good to be here.
So we're going to talk a little bit about the dirt mile. Well, first, I want to say congratulations to you for being the third generation to qualify for that contest. But still, a heck of an accomplishment, and we've always known it was going to happen for you, and I'm super proud of you, buddy.
Thanks, I appreciate it. Yeah, I remember when I saw you down at the NHC years ago. I think that's where I first met you. So that was awesome. I got to qualify this year.
Yeah, back when we used to try to sneak you in the room all the time when you were underage.
Yeah.
Now we don't have to do that anymore. So, or
Yeah.
they don't have to do that anymore. But congratulations. And so let's talk a little bit about this dirt mile. It's a race that I think has gotten pretty interesting with Jack Christopher likely deciding to go into the sprint. We'll see what happens. He is first preference there. But there is a horse I think that you and I both are interested in. I think a lot of other people might be as well. And that's Cody's Wish based off of his race in the four-go. Carson, what do you think about Cody's Wish in this spot?
I think Cody Wish is just going to get a perfect trip, honestly. I think there's going to be a few horses that are going to go right to the lead. I think Cody's Wish is going to sit just in behind and close just like he's done in all the other races.
Right, and from a speed figure standpoint, what he did against Jackie's Warrior, I think a lot of times when horses run fast figures, and it's kind of a jump out race for them, I think it's always a little bit comforting when they earn that figure against a talented horse like Jackie's Warrior. So I'm assuming that you felt like his four-go was a real performance, not kind of an aberration.
Yeah, I do agree. I think it shows that that's what the horse can do, running against a better horse. Really shows that the horse can just keep going and not quit.
What about Cyberknife? What are your thoughts on Cyberknife? I've been kind of back and forth on Cyberknife, but he's had some good races going. You know, those kind of middle distances, the mile and an eighth, the mile and a 16th. Do you think he kind of fits in this dirt mile?
I've been back and forth in this horse too. The mile might be a good distance for him. I'm not quite sure if he's going to be fast enough to get the win, but he could be right around there in second or third. That's where I would put him.
And then Laurel River is another one I think is going to probably get a lot of buzz. I've heard the horse is training well. He ran well in the Pat O'Brien down at Del Mar, and these Bob Baffert horses are always going to get attention when they show up in these big races. Where are you with Laurel River in the dirt mile?
I would put Laurel River close up there with Cody's Wish. That's probably going to be my second choice here in this race. I'd like to see them dueling it out at the wire and get some cool bob at the end. That'd be a cool photo. So that's what I'm looking for. I think the horse is going to be pretty far in front, or not far in front, but be in the front of the pace. So I think that's the horse that Cody's Wish is going to be coming after.
And then some price horses. Is there any price horses in here that interest you for kind of underneath, whether you're playing exactas or trifectas? Is there any horses that you think that could get involved at some prices?
I like Simplification a little bit. That horse will definitely be a price. And the horse was against the track 2 back, had a terrible ride the race before that. So I think that horse might be able to get in there for that, exacta or try. At least I'm hoping so. Yeah.
Yeah, Simplification I thought ran a little bit better than it looks on paper in the Pennsylvania Derby. He's facing Taba and Zandon and Cyberknife, and he was fourth in there. But I thought ran well enough, and I completely agree. His race back in the Preakness, not a great trip in there, and he'll be forgotten in here, it feels like. A lot of people are going to be paying attention to horses like Cody's Wish, Cyberknife, right, Laurel River, and I think Simplification is one that could kind of sneak in off the under the radar. And then I wanted to ask you a little bit what you thought about Gunite. I know he's coming back off of it'll be 14 days rest when he shows up. A pretty quick turnaround for him. Do you have any interest in Gunite based off some of the races we saw from him this summer? He was impressive at Saratoga a couple times, and then he's come back to win 2 races in Kentucky at Churchill and at Keeneland.
Gunite's a great horse. The horse is going up to a mile, the extra furlong, so I'm not keying the horse. I will most likely be using it in pick 5s, but or pick 4s, but I'm not going to end up keying that horse, just based off of the fact that he's got to get back up to the mile. So, yeah.
Now, is Cody's Wish for you, Carson, the type of horse that you might single in those picks, or just the type of horse you'll key when you're playing exactas and tries? Or do you like Cody's Wish enough that you would possibly single in pick 5s and pick 6s?
I probably won't single that horse. If I did end up going short in this race, I would end up playing Laurel's River and Cody's Wish. So I probably wouldn't be singling that horse, but I would key him in the exactas and the tries for sure.
Are you guys going to the Matisse crew going to be seen in Keeneland, or are you guys going to just be keeping it on the West Coast?
We're going to be keeping it on the West Coast. We are going to be up at Santa Anita, I believe. So we'll be watching the races from there. Yeah.
All right, buddy. Well, I appreciate you taking the time to talk about the Dirt Mile. We'll be rooting for you in March to add to the legacy of a heck of a horse playing family. I know the rest of the crew is proud of you in the backyard. Grandpa Chick, your Uncle Paul, everybody's happy. So we'll hopefully you can have some success like the rest of the family has in that contest.
Well, thanks, Jonathan. Yeah, I appreciate it. And yeah, good luck to everybody else as well in the contest.
All right, buddy. We'll see you soon. Thanks again.
Thanks.